What's up, everybody? This is Squeak. This is the second half of my review for the new Nintendo DSi. And my first one, I told you guys that the operating system is completely different, and so I'm going to show you a few things here on how you navigate through the DSi. Like I said, guys, if you're familiar with the DSi or the DS Lite and you're familiar with that operating system, when you try out the DSi for your first time, I don't know if you're going to like it or hate it, all right? I will say again that it's very reminiscent of the Wii, and that's exactly what Nintendo was trying to do. They wanted it to feel like the Wii, all right? Much like the PSP and how its operation is similar to the PS3. So Nintendo's taken that same route. How you navigate, you've got this bar at the bottom. You can either use the arrow buttons by touching those, or you can grab the square and run it along the bar. If you notice, I've got these blank spots, and again, just like the Wii, you've got empty slots that you can load stuff onto, and those can be different things, such as games. And as I scroll back through here, you got your first thing here is your settings. You'll go into here and make different changes to like your backlighting, the brightness. You can turn your Wi-Fi on and off, and so forth. The second one is the game that's currently in there, which is Brain Age 2. And as I scroll over, you'll notice there's a camera. This is the camera software right here. This was called Nintendo DSi Sound. This is a really neat area, and I'm going to go into this one here in just a second. And then you have the DSi Shop. This is where you go online to shop for games and so forth. You've got this is the DSi or the DS Download Play Nintendo. What this is, for those of you who don't know, the DSi is still compatible with the DS Lite. For example, if you've got a game on the DS Lite and you want to play it with somebody who has DSi, you can still play those games back and forth together. But understand there's some things you're not going to be able to do, like you're not going to be able to send pictures from the DSi to the DS Lite, okay? Because the DS Lite doesn't have the hardware for that, nor does it have the software. Over here, this is called PictoChat. We all know what PictoChat is. It's still the same thing. This is the web browser. This is a really cool thing. On the DS Lite, the web browser did not come with the system. You had to buy it separately, and I, like a fool, paid like $40 to get the web browser for the DS Lite, which really wasn't all that great. It wasn't that fast, and it had a lot of problems with some websites. The new DSi, the web browser is free. Now it's not, I don't think it's on the system when you first take it out of the box. I think you have to go online and download the web browser, but again, it's free, all right? So that's really nice now that you can browse the internet without having to go pay, $30 or $40 for the software to do it. And with the DS Lite, it wasn't just getting like the software or anything like that. You actually had to buy what was like a game, and it went to the GBA port, all right? And since they dropped the GBA port on the DSi, obviously you're not going to be able to use the GBA port for browsing like you did on the old system, so they gave it to you free. That's kudos to Nintendo for that, which they should have given it to you free because the PSP allows you to browse the internet for free as well. What I'm going to go under here is I'm going to go under this right here, where it says Nintendo DSi Sound. All right? Now, the screen that comes up, it's going to give you several options once it loads. To your left, it says record and edit the sound. To the right, it says play with your music. Where it says SD card to the right, play with your music. What this means is you can load MP3s onto the DSi or onto an SD card and play them. And it will allow you to take your MP3 audio and even manipulate that and play around with it. To the left, where it says record and edit a sound, this is where you're going to use the internal microphone, and it also allows you to manipulate the sound. And what's really cool about this is it allows you to take recorded audio and stretch it without making changes to your pitch, for example. You can record an audio file, and you can slow down the speed or go much faster than what the actual initial recording was, but you can slow down or speed up the speed without affecting the pitch of the audio. So I'm really surprised that they actually put that in there. So what I've done is I'm going to go into here and under the record a sound, and I've recorded a quick vocal track. Now, I'm not the world's best singer. I'm a blues singer, so what I have here is kind of a little blues lick I'm singing in the background. It's maybe 7 or 8 seconds, I don't know. But I'm going to go into the manipulation software, and I'm going to speed down the audio. I'm going to take it a little faster, and I'm going to change the pitch of my voice to a lower male and to a female. So what I'm going to do here, give me a second. I'm not sure if it's playing. All right, give a second. Let me turn it up a little for you. Here we go. I wanna go. Take me downtown. Yeah. Alright, now I hit a little bit of a high note there in the end. Now this screen right here, what this allows you to do is you're going to move this box in the left or right direction. It's going to speed it up or slow it down. And as you go up and down, it's going to either raise or lower the pitch of the vocal track or the audio. And it's not just going up and down on the line. You can actually go throughout the grid this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down the audio a little bit.
I wanna go, oh, take me down to town, yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to lower my voice.
Oh, take me down to town, yeah. I
can bring it over here.
Oh, take me down to town.
Make it lower, make it a little higher.
I wanna go. Oh, take me down to town.
Then I can make it sound like a female.
I wanna go. Oh, take me down to town. Yeah.
And you can go all the way up and sound like a chipmunk if you want.
Oh, take me down to town. Yeah.
Speed it up.
I wanna go. Oh, take me down to town. Yeah. I wanna go. Oh, take me down to town. Yeah.
And then you can take that audio and play it backwards.
Hey, my mister. Oh, my. Hey, my mister. Oh, my.
So that's pretty neat. Let me go back here to the other menu here, and I'll show you the camera here. Some of the software we play with here. Give me just a minute. And see, this is another screen, guys, like I showed you before in my other video, where the DS Lite can't do this. I'm going back to the main menu without turning the system off. Very cool feature. Alright, I'm now back to the main menu. I'm going to go into the camera. And I'm going to go through a few photos that we've played with. Now go to the album. Now you have, I think it's 412 internal slots for photos. So that's pretty neat. You can store over 400 photos in here. And I'll go into the album, and you can take those photos and kind of mess around with them. Like, here's a funny one. This is a picture of myself, and I kind of stretched it out and put some sunglasses on my face and brought my cheeks out a little bit. And by stretching that out, I literally grabbed the screen, and you can pull it and manipulate the photo in any way you want and twist it up. Let's see what else we got in here. This is a picture of my daughter. We put the tracking software on her face and gave her little whiskers and ears like a cat. My wife, I kind of pissed her off and put a pig nose on her and some sunglasses, so she wasn't too pleased with that, and she'll probably kick my ass when she finds out I've showed the whole world this picture, but what the hell. Okay, but those are some of the different things here, guys, that you can do with this new DSi. And again, the interface is very Wii-like, and so if you like the Nintendo Wii, you're gonna like this new interface. And like I said, to my subscribers out there, and like Lieutenant, again, if you're watching this, man, I know I told you I wasn't gonna buy it, had no interest in it at all. My wife said the same thing, but since I've had this thing in my house, man, I keep running to this instead of going to the DS Lite. It's kind of addictive. So you guys out there, if you're interested in this thing, go to your nearest game store and check it out. Make the decision for yourself of whether or not it's gonna be worth the upgrade. Myself, I changed my view. I originally said it wasn't worth it. Now that I have it, I think it's worth it. So if anybody has any questions, just let me know.